Here's a super quick tutorial on how to use my new walls. Keep in mind that they're all high res and you can size them if you want. So if I want to size this, let's say I'll size it a 16 by 20. I'll size it 16 by 20, 300 dpi. You can just expand and adjust and do it as you wish, and I'll do generative expand in Photoshop. Understand that I am using Photoshop 2026, so if you have not upgraded to the latest version of Photoshop, you may want to do it. You don't have to resize these, you can use them as is, but I think I just wanted a little bit more floor. Once you resize it, make sure you flatten it. Now I'm going to come over here to the subject that I want to move it in. Make sure that you're matching the direction of the light. So here the light is coming on the left, here the light's coming on the right. So I'm actually going to flip this. I'm going to do image rotation, flip canvas horizontal. So that way it's coming on the left. You could also flip the subject. I'm going to do select subject. If that doesn't work, then you can manually select the subject, and I'm going to drag her in here. Once I do that, I'm going to close this. And then what I want to do is scale her down, so edit, transform, scale, and just make her a little bit smaller. And obviously you want to make sure that it's realistic. Then once you do that, I'm going to click Harmonize. Harmonize is new to 2026. Before we had used neural filters. Now with Harmonize, what it'll do is try to blend the image. It'll add shadows, it'll adjust the colors and the tones. You may not always like it, so I encourage you when you do Harmonize is to go through the 3 options that it's going to give you. There's option 1, here's option 2, and option 3. I really like option 1, how it changed the color of her gown. I think that's super pretty. I don't like how it made it so bright, so I am going to come over here into layers and I'm going to just bring it down just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is come over here to the eraser tool, take down the opacity, make it softer, and just bring back some of that color in her face a little bit that I felt like was lacking in her shoulders. I'm just using the eraser tool. Check all of the areas, make sure that you like the way it looks, and then what I do is I then flatten it. Once I do that, I'll zoom in and see if there's anything that I need to fix. Sometimes I need to fix the hair. Sometimes I want to make sure that the gown, like here, if I think this edge is too soft, I can try coming in here and doing generative fill. I may like it or I may hate it. That's the beauty of working with AI is we don't always want to just leave everything to the AI. You can still go in and adjust before you flatten it and work with the different layers. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. I like 3 much better. View fit on screen. And then I'm going to flatten it again. And I do want to kind of just have this blend a little bit more. You want to make sure that it doesn't look copy paste. So the blending is super important, whether you do it manually or trust the AI to do it. The other area is I want to blend this area. One of the things that I've been doing lately is bringing it into a photo afterwards and just adjusting. Now, I don't like what it did there, so I'm just going to delete that layer. But what I am going to do is I am just going to do the smudge tool. And I'll just kind of smudge it and just make it a little softer. And I'll do the same down here. And just feel like make it a little softer. And then her shoulder looks like it's popping up a little bit. So we'll just lower that a little bit. This area, I'm unsure. That was in the original image, but I'll see if the AI will just blend it. It did, and I really like it. I'm going to flatten it. I'm going to save it. Now, I could be done here, but I do like to kind of bring things in a photo from time to time. So what I'm going to do is grab that image Understand if you aren't part of our AI Creative Collective, we have over 100 tutorials in there. And if you want to learn how to create your own images, create your own backgrounds, I highly recommend it. We teach you how to do all of this. These walls were created in Midjourney, and then I made some modifications. Oh, I was already in Photoshop. So I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm going to just bring it into Avoto. If you're not familiar with Avoto, it's amazing. It's AI editing. You can smooth the skin. You can do all sorts of things. Some of the times I like to come in here because I like to just kind of reduce any shine. And then I do like coming down here and taking any body blemishes, coming down here, and you can adjust the skin tone and make sure that everything is kind of unified in tone. And then I do like coming down here and going to the color adjustments, and I'll come down here and go to detail and do a little bit of sharpening. I also do like some of the tones that the Avoto has. So let's see if we do show all panels, and you can come in here. Let me do zoom out so you can see. Now obviously that made it way too bright, but we can kind of adjust and bring it down. But I do love some of the tones that it gives, and I think it just gives a really great finishing touch to it. And then I'm going to export, custom export, and now I'm done. So that's it. There's over 30 walls. Take a look, have some fun, and elevate your images. Let me know if you have any questions.